Being at the point where you're going to put your child into care because you really just don't have any more options and you really can't find a way forward is absolutely devastating.
Carer support is aimed at giving the carer a break. It's not aimed at giving the person that's being supported a good experience.
What happened before was that it was always the agency's hours and their choices, and I needed flexibility. Individualised funding is freedom of choice, it's freedom of movement, it's freedom of time.
By being part of Individualised Funding, my life has changed in terms of the level of responsibility and input and participation.
Mana Wanui's giving what most people get from a normal life, that control where you do get the right to have the people you love around you. With this system, his basic human needs are getting met.
Individualised funding empowers people to make their own decision when it comes to disability-related services. Mana Wanui is New Zealand's pioneer and leading facilitator of individualised funding, a philosophy of person-centred control. It offers more choice, portability and flexibility as the individual decides how, when and who provides their support. Mana Wanui and individualised funding. It's about taking charge of your life.
Mana Wanui in Charge was established in 2004 as a fit-for-purpose organisation in response to a tender run by the Ministry of Health. Individualised funding transforms lives. It gives people complete control over how their supports are delivered. It gives people the absolute freedom to live the life that they want to live.
Individualised funding is primarily about putting choice back into disability supports. You get to pick your own people. You can typically pay higher wages. You can attract better people. You can pick people from your own social group. Another big advantage is the flexibility. Instead of being on a weekly use it or lose it basis, if you have less need one week, you don't lose those hours of support. Under individualised funding, you can pick them up somewhere else.
The concept of individualised funding for me is about empowerment, because as a Māori woman, my self-determination of my choices, who I am and what I do in my life is very important. So for me, individualised funding encompasses that, and it encompasses it beautifully.
Being able to be part of Individualised Funding has given me a lot of skills, and I think that's given me more confidence.
I've seen a big difference. Martin's a lot more independent and he's more tolerant of people. He's now flatting and he's got 5 or so staff that he's perfectly comfortable with, and he's generally got a lot more confidence than he used to have.
Since we've had Mana Wanui, we've actually clawed our way out of a very deep hole, I think. You're just given an opportunity where you can start doing those in a perfect world type solutions to your problems.
For me, the most important thing that we provide people with individualised funding is an element of relief. It's about creating more of a even playing field, really, for people.
Individualised funding has the power to create freedom. It gives people choices. It allows them to participate in the community, to be mothers, to be university students, to direct plays, to participate completely in their community. Individualised funding is all about the power of freedom.